On behalf of Expert Village, my name's Tom Rowland, and we're at Cottonwood Motorsports, and I'm here to tell you about doing a service on a Polaris quad, and this is fairly representative of many of them. Over here you have your Speedo and your reverse override switch. Your reverse override switch in a Polaris, when it's in reverse, the vehicle, when you go over about 3 miles an hour backwards, the motor will start cutting out and running bad. And if you need full power, say you're trying to back out of a ditch or something, then you can push this button and it'll override that function and allow you to have power. Also, you have a kill switch. Both sides are off, middle is on. And you have your headlight, you have your off, your low, and your high beams. And part of the service is to check to make sure that all the lights are working right. You have brake lights that work off of the pedal and off of the handle over here, and you also have high beams and low beams, and you have tail lights also, and all those need to be checked to make sure they're not broken. And also on the Polarises, you have on the speedometer up here, it's a multi-function speedometer instrument head, and it has different functions. It has a tach function, a trip meter function, has an overall odometer function, it has an hour meter function, and then it also has emergency lights built into it, such as the check engine light, battery non-functioning light, charging system non-functioning light, has a gas gauge built into it. There's a light for the speedo, and on some of the units the needle will actually start flashing when there's a problem that's important enough to worry about. Also, it has a resettable function for service intervals. If you set the service interval on it, say at 50 hours, then when the service interval of 50 hours comes up, then it'll start flashing the wrench, and the wrench will come on, and it'll let you know that it's time for a service. Some people commonly think that the wrench is a problem. The wrench isn't a problem, it's just a warning that's telling you that it's time for service. If it's set for 100 hours, it'll come on at 100 hours worth of use after a service. So, and it's completely resettable. All the information on that and what this does is in your owner's handbook, but unfortunately most people don't read their owner's handbook, and it would be a really good idea if they did.